There is freedom in knowing yourself and having the ability to explore, challenge, and build your own frame of reference and worldview. Hi, welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things cults, coercive control, and undue influence. Let me ask you, what or who shapes your worldview? Most of us take basic decision making like what you wear, where you go, who you meet with, see, and even make friends with for granted. But just imagine for a moment that your every choice was governed by someone or something else. And I'm talking about literally everything else. Who you speak with, what you wear, who you can marry or even be in a relationship with. Even how you think and what you think about. That's the reality people in a cult, high control group or coercive control situation find themselves in. For someone who has experienced the repression and control of a cult or coercive relationship, being finally free of it can actually be overwhelming. There can be so much choice. But I want to share with you some ways to help expand your perspective or worldview. And these can be useful for anyone, regardless of background. And finally, I'll share with you a couple of things that helped me. So, how can you expand your worldview? First, read widely, both fiction and non-fiction, and steer away from the familiar. Explore authors and genres that are really quite unfamiliar to you. Second, cultivate new friendships with people dissimilar to yourself and your background. Try to understand their perspective and reflect on the differences in lived experience. Third, reflect upon and challenge your own beliefs. Ask questions of yourself. What do you believe? Why? What results are you seeing from your beliefs? What changes, if any, would you like to make? Lastly, and this one is a little more difficult, try letting go of one of your most basic assumptions for the day. Just one day. And do it all day, even when it gets really challenging. For me, doing these things helped in exploring my own ideas and challenging some deeply held beliefs. And from this, a couple of experiences stand out. Firstly, exploring new interests and friendships. A colleague of mine invited me to her house to be part of a regular jam session. At the time, it felt like a really big step, just allowing myself to meet with people outside of the cult. But I'm glad that I did, because it reignited my passion for music. And eventually, I even started performing in public. But it also allowed me to gently explore my post-cult beliefs. It really has been one of the most rewarding things I've done, and since I've even gone on to further study and have taken up an interest in fitness and endurance sports. And the second experience that I had was actually allowing myself to go to therapy, and this one was a lot harder. When reflecting on my behaviours, I noticed that I'd make snap judgments about people and situations, and it was really impacting on my work and relationships. Finding a good therapist was one of the best things that I ever did. Why? Because a good therapist, counsellor, or psychologist can help you through the process of discovering your own likes, dislikes, understanding your thought patterns, and unpacking indoctrination and control mechanisms. In short, they can assist in constructing your post-coercive control worldview. I'm Christopher Karvountzis. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and since this is YouTube, please take the time to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified as new videos are released. In the meantime, please head over to my website where you can book me as a speaker for your next event. I look forward to speaking with you soon.